Morning. I know it's early. I've actually been up for like 4 hours or something like that, 3, 4 hours. Anyway, um, coming live to color, and as you can see in the um, description, and hopefully you can see it in the title, um, I'm coloring for the hashtag that Dawn created for this month. Um, Hashtag March Mandala 2025. Um, that's her. You can get to her channel at M Beans Color with Me. I actually posted also. I posted the um, short where she announced the hashtag and she has the information on there for it on my wall the other day when she did the video. Um, and yeah, and I didn't because this has been such a crazy week for me. I didn't actually read the entire message on there or whatever, but um she's going to Donna's I did this morning. I read it this morning. Hey Taylor May, good morning. And she's aiming to do 31 mandalas this month. And so I'm going to aim to do as many as I possibly can as well and try to get to 31. We'll see. And I felt like I was thinking about it last night and this morning. It seems like a really good challenge for me because this is a really busy month for me. And coloring mandalas are supposed to be meditative and things like that. And they're just like, they're kind of easy to color. And and I found yesterday while I was working that I was able to go back and forth between my work and coloring in the mandala without any trouble. It was just very easy to do that and actually very relaxing to do that and kind of like set me up in a good head for the meetings and stuff I had to be in. So I decided that yeah, I'm doing this. And another good thing about this challenge is that I can actually um, use some of the supplies that I have that I haven't really been using, like my older ones that, like, it's like, I don't really use that anymore or whatever. So it's turning out to be good for that as well, just in like a couple days. So I thought, okay, yeah, we're doing this. I never did the first one. Oh, that has. Oh, I can use water-based things on here without a problem because I actually prepped this with one of those things, the Daniel Smith stuff for the satin glaze stuff. That's the so I may do this one for this. Um, did this one too? It almost feels like it. Like maybe I did one. I primed one of these with the. It almost feels like I primed this one with Daniel Smith and this one with the satin glaze because they feel slightly different. See, I totally forgot that I did that because I think I was thinking of using my watercolors, and then, they got to be where, like, oh, I don't have time to use watercolors. So these are ones that I did before. I didn't finish this one. I haven't finished this one either. I'm not including those in the challenge because I already started. Did this one for the January gray challenge, and I actually put that on here. Finished at 1:14:25. I'm trying to start dating these. This one I did. I actually did this one yesterday. Um, and I'm surprised at how I actually finished it. Although I see, what is that? I got one thing to do in there still, so I'll do that now. Um, Sometimes it's hard to see in these because there's so many, you know, spaces, but I know exactly what I used in there, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do that right now, and then I'll go into the other stuff. So, yeah, work has been like really crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Unexpected things happening and expected things happening. Yesterday was like a big hurry up and wait day, which is like, you know how annoying those kind of days can be because it's like, I could be really doing something right now, but instead I have to wait for something that I have to do, and it doesn't allow me to do anything else really, like while I'm waiting, because then I'll forget that I have to do the thing. I won't be there in time for the thing I have to do. Oh gosh, you know how annoying that is. So I was like trying to figure out today, like, well, go to bed early, get up early, and kind of. I know it's kind of not a good way to do it, but try to redeem yesterday from all that hurry up and wait. But really, Bible says sufficient to the day is the evil thereof, like just day at a time, deal with the day within the day. But I couldn't help but feel that way because it was exasperating yesterday. Okay, so I think I got them all. Using that light yellow kind of like kind of played with my eyes a bit, so I couldn't always see where they were. But this also like kind of satisfies the color of the month being green. So there's that one. And then I started this one after that one. And I wanted to use supplies that I don't use a lot. And so I started with the Stabilo. Focus. Started with the Stabilo 0.88 fine liners or 0.4 fine line. And even though, I do use these, but it's like only when, if there's something I need to like fine line, then I do it. And it has to be on something that isn't waxy. And so I feel like these probably overall won't get as much use. Because it's only when I use do something very particular. So I thought, well, in order to use them up and not let them dry up or anything eventually, I should just use them for a bit of coloring. And so that's what I'm doing. That's what I started with. It is kind of scratchy in there, but that's okay. I'm learning. And yeah, also it's kind of weird with these colors because what I thought was one color, the purples, the lids all look the same almost, or they're so close to each other that I can't really tell which is which. But I guess as I use them, I'll know better. And I kind of I'm pulling these out because I tried to put them all away yesterday. Let me see some left over. I'm in this jar. After that, what I decided was, it's like, wait a minute, I know something I have that I never or hardly ever use, and I really do want to use them up because I just want to get rid of them. And that's these are from 2019, I think. Arteza, they say Real Brush Pen. They're water based, and I really need to use these up. There's some of them that don't work well at all, and some of them that are juicy. And I don't know. I like them except for the brush tip on some of them. The brush tip has like hairs hanging out in certain places. I don't know if that's gonna focus on that. You can't really see it. This one isn't too bad, but they have hairs sticking out in weird places, and it's just not reliable when you're coloring on something that the brush tip just isn't reliable. So, yeah, so I want to use these up. And only if I use these up can I even think about getting another set of brush tip water-based markers if I were going to do that. So I use them up. So let's see. I almost think I do need to go back to some fine liners for some of these, but we'll see. And I need more light. I gotta turn on a light. So close your eyes if you don't like flashy things. Let's see how that. I don't know where's this shadow coming from. Okay, so let's see. I really like this color a lot. This one, it's like the blue that's the purple that's in here, and here. I like this one too. What was that? Oh, that was actually the Stabilo marker. Which, like, you know what? I should have labeled that one because that's a nice purple. But the lid didn't tell me that that was what it was going to give me, not from the color that was on it. I don't know. That was kind of strange. So I have like I don't know how many were in this original set. I had ordered them actually directly from Arteza, and this was before like I ever was doing any coloring because I just got it to kind of like maybe play around in my sketchbook. And yeah, I don't know why I said that, but I know I have more. There's like more than that, but where are the rest of them? That's the question. Oh, there they are. Ooh, there's stuff sitting on them. Okay, well, we're also going to take this opportunity to reorganize my desk. And see, that's the other thing. Once I use these up, then like that's less on my desk. You know. Here, oh, there's more purple in here too. We got a lot of purple. Ooh, look at all that purple. There's lots of purple in here. What's this? Oh, this is a blender. Okay. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had these out. I'm gonna put all the. That's almost purple. Put that there. These I haven't used yet. I don't think this one works well. I think I tried to use this one before, and it doesn't. Okay. So maybe I can find somewhere else to store these. I don't know where that's in there. Okay. So what if... Oh, there's... So I don't know how long I'm going to be on for, because I'm just trying to... I don't know. I'm just trying to be, like, out of my head for a while, because I was having to think too hard. Oops, I'm making noise and talking at the same time. That won't work. I've had to think too hard, and I need to rest my brain. So, I don't know. I may rest my brain and come back on, do this, and when my brain feels rested, then, leave and maybe come back later after I do some work or whatever. I don't know. Or maybe I'm supposed to leave this entire day just for me for a day of rest. I'm not sure which. I'm leaving that up to the Lord. I'm waiting and listening. Okay, what's today supposed to be about? um, these are old. What are these containers? I think it's like candy or something my husband used to get. Or yeah, oh, these things are good. Cranberry, cashew, and almond trail mix. That stuff was good. We used to tear that stuff up. And we used to take them. I used to take them and then mix them with like chocolate chips, because you know me and chocolate. So I'd get like dark chocolate chips and mix them in with it. I don't know if they sell those anymore, or they might have just gotten too expensive when we're like, nah, we're too addicted to this. We gotta stop this. That might be what happened. But I love the containers. I was always saving the containers because they're so like, well, like I'm putting them in these. I also, when I used to get when I would buy bags of cornmeal, because like when I make cornbread, I like to use a mixture of coarse, medium, and fine cornmeal. And I used to buy Goya, but I stopped buying Goya after 2016 for reasons that like kind of were in the position now. his support of a certain individual I wasn't down with. And I was like, no more Goya, anything. Which is crazy because, like, I used to buy, I mean, I was hardcore Goya because I'm like, island vibe. He's a Caribbean vibe thing there. But, no, he made me mad. He made me mad. So I was like, no more. Heard him talk, actually. And it really made me mad. So I'm not buying Goya for the rest of my life until he repents. See how I am? That's how I am. I can't change how I am. No apology. I'm too old to give apologies at this point. Love me or not. Show me mercy. I show you mercy. But, don't have to agree with me. And I don't have to agree with you. But I do have to love you. That's what God says. So, take it how you want to. That's something I feel is missing. I was thinking about that today. How much being merciful towards other people regulates behavior, but also how much making sure you are being yourself. It gives this balance. I don't know. It gives us. Now, see, this looks like it's a nice purple. Let's see if maybe my memory is wrong. Let's see how this goes down. And let me shut up and stop talking. Sorry, I talk too much. I'm also like when I use this and when I use anything that's new, and when I do mandalas, a lot of times it's like trying to figure out. I use them trying to figure out, or I color mandalas trying to figure out how a certain medium works and how to practice applying it. Because that's what I did with acrylic markers. I was trying to figure out, well, how do they work? And I started coloring mandalas with them to try and figure out what do they do? How do they work? What can I use these for? Because right now, what I did right there, I'm trying to see, okay, now how is that going to dry when because I put it on so wonky. How is that going to dry? And what did I put in there? Uh-oh. I got to find what color I put in those. It was the same as that. Let me improvise. Which is another good thing about mandalas. It's like, yeah, something can be different in there. If you forget what color you use, yeah, use another one. Doesn't matter. Thank you, Taylor. Yep, I'm up early. I'm kind of hoping for a productive day. Which might be bad for me to think of a day with a lot of hurry up and wait as not productive, because if what needed to be done yesterday was done and I did do it, then that kind of is productive. It's just not productive how I want it to be. I'm always feeling like I want to get a lot done. I just thought of an analogy that was kind of funny. I can't help it. But just like a certain person signing a whole bunch of things says he's saying that he accomplished a lot. It's like, yeah, well, you also made a whole lot of mayhem and confusion. So did you really accomplish a lot? So using that analogy, that's kind of like with me. If I had done more yesterday, you know, or do more today, does that really mean that it's a better day and that I accomplished more than yesterday? Um, I don't know. Doing what needs to be done and using wisdom and doing it is more important than doing a lot. I think I just spoke to myself there. Okay, what color am I in? I was reading Proverbs 8 before I came on here, and it's the chapter with wisdom. Wisdom cries out loud. So I'm seeing that overlap there. I'm like, how do you avoid that? I need the kind of movement that's going to avoid that. Um, I don't know if I have that capability. We're going to try. Yeah, I don't think we did it there. We'll just keep trying. See what happens. Another thing with the um, trying to get to 31 mandalas this month, which I guess that's how many days are in this month. So, um, ooh, that means I gotta catch up. But this will be my third one. But using markers kind of moves faster probably than pencils, especially like with one like this. And I need to look for some of my easier ones as well. And I'm trying to remember where I have easier ones. Or maybe I need to make one and color it so that I can actually, like, do the challenge, meet the challenge. I don't know if it's Bubbles or Coloring View who has the updated version of these markers, these paint pens. I think one of them has them. And I saw them, I was like, oh, this I see improved. I think that was my response. I do like that this can get into tiny spots like this. And since I don't want any water on my desk, these are like self-contained. I don't have to worry about spilling anything. I don't know how I would. Yeah, I don't. I can't even see myself making a short every day for each mandala I do, because like I'm going to have to be very disciplined to do that. And I don't know if I have time for that. I have to be disciplined for work. I can't, and yesterday, that was another thing yesterday that technology kept, being goofy yesterday. Oh my gosh, it was so annoying. That made it kind of frustrating too. Da, da, da. What color is this again? Oh, you know what? I'm going to put this here. I almost thought about doing some of this in pencil. I still may do that. When I get tired of using a marker. I had the Faber-Castell Black Edition pencils packed up, but then I found that they work really nice on this paper, so I wound up taking them back out. That happens every time. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, that was fast. I'm thinking I have more to do. Let's see how much we can get done with this one. I happened to be on Thrift Books today, and I was looking for a history book, actually, and I found I said, oh, well, while I'm on here, let me see if they have any adult coloring books on here, because that's where I got the used copies of Johanna Basford books. I think I got one, one, what do you call it? Either Maria Troll or no, it was Hannah Carlson book. I got a used Hannah Carlson book off of there. So I just kind of did a search, and they actually have some copies. I think they have like 3 copies of World Within Worlds by Kirby Rosanes. They have that on there. They have them for like $5.39, I think it is. So if you're interested, I didn't order one, but I just, I just kind of was looking just to see what was there. They had a bunch of, I don't know, are there particular Johanna Basford books that are called Inky Quest, or are all of them called that? I don't know. They had a bunch of those books on there. Some were full price and some were not, because they're used. But they were not any of the ones I, would want. Mm-mm-mm. I do like thriftbooks.com, and I think I might have a free book to get, because like when you buy a certain amount of books, you get a free one, and it's like from like the used ones, but I buy a lot of used books from them, so I'm really using this one a lot. And I have used my iPad. Man, how much have I used it this week? I used it a lot this week. So I'm getting kind of used to it. We're finding a place for it in my life. Actually, a very useful place. I love typing on that magic keyboard. It's just very comfortable to type on. So I've kind of been using that for like my personal writing, which it's interesting. I wouldn't have thought this, but I'm feeling, especially lately, I'm feeling like I need that. Something that is away from this desk so that I don't feel any way like I'm actually working, you know, like I'm doing work. Um, and I can just take that anywhere in the house and just, write for myself. I think I need to be sitting closer. I think my eye is doing better today. I hope it stays on that. Um, but I need to hot pack it a little bit today just to make sure it keeps going in that direction. Because Thursday, oh my gosh, I could tell it was like if I didn't take care of it, it was going to start going back to where it was, and I didn't want it to go backwards. So I actually came home from work early and took care of my eye. Never had a style like that before in my life. Good morning, Amy. Thank you. Have a good sleep. I actually was thinking last night, I don't know, I think it's because I just was so exasperated yesterday in a part of my head. I was thinking about the possibilities of just like selling everything and moving to Canada or somewhere, I don't know, somewhere else. Just like, I don't know, I kind of was in a mood. But I think Canada, because one, is not that far away from me, really. And two, I've always lived kind of close to Canada. Like, always lived closer to Canada than New York City. Um, and they have similar weather. So it's like, it wouldn't be like new to me. It's just the other side of the lake. Um, I don't know. I was thinking about that, and I've always liked Canada. I always thought it was pretty, but I don't know what it's like to actually live there. I mean, I've been there several times, but um, I don't know what it's like to actually live there. And I was like, that's the first time ever in my entire life that I actually thought of actually really living somewhere else other than the United States. That's never been a thought in my mind, except for um, before I wound up going back to college. I was thinking about actually moving, and it just never got past the thought stage because I guess God said no, basically. Um, but I was thinking about the possibility of moving to Botswana because at the time the they were trying to build the country, I can't remember the word, and they were paying, in U.S. dollars for several types of positions. Um, some which you needed training for, and some which you didn't. They just figured, well, we need this kind of work, and if you're willing to come here and do this, we'll pay you. Um, I found that out from actually because there were Jamaicans, I think, that I knew that were going there or had been there or something, or one of my friend's cousins who actually, one of my cousin's friends who worked for the equivalent of the USDA for Jamaica, and she did it in Italy, and so that was how I found out about that. And so I was actually seriously thinking about it because I was like, well, what's here for me? Maybe I should go somewhere else. But then God opened the door and said, go back to school, and so I did. And see, I really don't want to add this. I don't want to add a pink. That's why I'm thinking of going to pencil. And I think I am going to go to pencil now. So I almost moved to Botswana. But that's the last time I ever really was seriously contemplating moving to another country. That's weird. I have to see what's going on. I haven't heard anything about Botswana. I have to check and see what's going on there now. I don't know why that had always sounded really appealing to me. Although when I was I don't know, 16 or whatever, 16, 17, I was thinking about becoming a missionary after high school. It's very dark purple. It's like almost gray. Also, I wonder how Nova Scotia's doing after that bad summer of fires. What was that, 2 summers ago? I wonder how they're doing. That was so awful because that's right in the middle of their. That's when a lot of people go up there because, the weather's. It's not winter anymore. And it's beautiful. And yeah, so that was like a horrible time for that to happen. There's this one woman that I think I only started watching her like I think over the past year, and right in I think like 6 months into watching her. Her name's Elder Gal. She started talking about moving to um, France, and never been there before. I don't know if she's ever even been out of the country before. But like she was thinking, because like she is kind of she has an estranged relationship with her son, and there really isn't like any reason for her to stay here except for familiarity or whatever. And so she decided she's gonna live. I think she said 6 months or a year overseas and see how she likes it, and then she might stay. And she just did her first live in France, which I haven't watched yet, but it's on my list of things to watch. I know a lot of Americans are retiring to Portugal. I don't know any Portuguese. I could maybe slide by with some French and then like quickly learn from what I know how to talk there and understand people and stuff. And I could probably you know slide by similarly in Spain, but Portugal, I don't know about that. But I mean, it looks beautiful though, and they got good food. And then I don't know. I've been watching Shameless Maya was probably one of the first people I started watching on YouTube, like actually following, and she's been, you know, well, of course, your life changes and you grow, and sometimes you grow down and sometimes you grow out and up, and she's growing out and up. Like it's amazing. Like as a viewer, seeing how she's changed. She's always her heart has always been so sincere. She's always been a very sincere person, and thinking of all her struggles, everything like with her talking about her dating life and everything, and now she's married and to a man who seems really wonderful and just right for her. They have this, you know, he's really her and thoughtful about who she is, how she is, and he seems to have a similar vibe. And though not the same, he has respect for her difference, and she has respect for his. And I don't know, it's just very, it's really beautiful. It seems like it's how a marriage is supposed to be because nobody's alike, and no man and woman think exactly alike or anything like that. Um, and why was I saying that? Oh, and I don't think she ever saw herself um, living where she's living now. What is it in Sweden? I think she is. And yeah, it's been a lot of. She's been through a lot of growth, a lot of changes, a lot of growth. It's just amazing to see when I remember seeing her video. She would go, I think, from my memory, from New York City to California. She'd have those kind of moves, and I'm trying to remember in Canada too. And I think I'm trying to remember, is she part Filipino? Um anyway, because I'm thinking like did she I don't know if she's ever been to where, part of her family originates from. But she's like, I think she's a mixture of things. African American, Filipino, I think, and some other things. I don't know. Her face looks very Samoan. I forgot all this stuff. I used to know this because I used to watch her so much, but like I don't remember now. She used to do natural hair videos. Um, which I don't know if that was how I started watching her, or if that just was one part of watching her. Because I didn't mostly watch her for the natural hair videos. I mostly watched. There was somebody else who I used to watch, Natural 85, of course. She was like the main person I used to watch, um, for natural hair. Then the Rochelle, who eventually started the child, things just dropping out my head. She started the hairline that has that wonderful lemongrass leave-in conditioner. I don't know, I can't remember the name of it. I got some of the stuff sitting right in my bathroom. I used to buy it when she came out with all that. That was one of the hair products that I would use regularly. And that pink one. And then the one, the knot one that's like it's white. I don't know if she still sells that, but man, my hair loved that stuff. I used to watch her, and who else did I used to watch? And this was all while a lot of this was while I was still trying to figure out, you know, I was making my plan for going natural because I knew I wanted to stop relaxing my hair. This is like before 2013, probably like 2008, 2010, or 2007, 2010, something like that. Just seems like time has flown. I could be better about this lining these, but I could sharpen my pencil, actually. Probably would do the trick. But these are kind of difficult to, I don't know, they're kind of weird to sharpen. And I was telling myself if I want to get 31 or as close as I can to 31 of these done, I can't be doing all this. But I kind of can't help it. I don't like the weird white spaces in here. I don't like that. Mm. I have an orthodontist appointment next week on the 12th. We'll see how close we are to the end because it's, let's see, October to October, that's a year. Then November, December, January, February, March, April is 6 months. So that makes it 18 months, which is what they were saying they thought how long this would take. And I feel like my teeth are like, I feel like it's pretty much there. I just don't know, I'm just not an orthodontist, so I can't really, I don't know what they have to do after that or anything, so I'm not the one to say. I know they were very pleased the last time I was there, and all I had to do was just keep wearing the rubber band where I was wearing it. And yeah, I'm at the point now where it feels like they are all aligned, but just this thing that's behind my front teeth to keep me from. It's been behind. It's been there since I got my braces on, and since my first visit. This goofy block thing that's behind my two front teeth um, is keeping me from being able to pronounce words well. Um, but things really do feel like they're in place. Do I want this one or do I want another one? These purples in this the Faber-Castells are kind of strange. I'm pulling them all out. I got them underneath my shelf in front of me. It's really convenient. So I'm not. No, because I don't know what to do with that color. Is this close to it? I don't want to change the color. Okay, that'll work. Just want to fill in some of the scratchiness from the marker. I just realized I dreamed last night or this morning, early this morning, that I was working in a. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Trying to. I was working in a restaurant kitchen. I was one of the cooks. And I think. I don't think she watches me, but I just saw her this morning in somebody else's live. So this is really funny because I think one of the people that was in the kitchen was Taylor Made. You might know her, TC HBCU. I think one of the people in the kitchen was her. What is that about? That's so weird. I don't know. If you're watching TC, I don't know. Do you cook? I know that's not what you do for a living, so that was kind of funny. But that's not what I do for a living either, so I don't know. But we were in a kitchen, and then there was somebody that was from one of my old jobs, like at the bank or something like that. They were there. I don't know what that dream was about and why I dreamed that. And then there was this debate about how to, the process or the procedure for cooking this one particular thing that was supposed to be a part of what somebody else had to put in a dish. I don't know. There was a big whole discussion about it. And it was a really narrow kitchen. Almost like when they said line cook, which I don't know if that's really what we were doing, line cooking. I don't know all those technical terms. But it was like literally like it was like so narrow. It's like we had to move around. Like there was not a lot of room to move. You had to move we call it horizontally, like kind of shuffle behind each other or whatever. There wasn't like real walk room. It was really weird. I don't know why I dreamed that. What's that noise? Oh, Where did I leave off? How long have been on? I don't know if I'll stop in an hour or not. Because I gotta go do some stuff. Sort my laundry. And get that going. I was waiting until my husband got up to do that. He's out at breakfast with his sister this morning. Did I miss any of them? Let's see. See, this is what happens when I start doing that. I start going everywhere. Can't help it. I also feel like I want to eat something, but I don't know what. I need to take a B vitamin. I kind of want an egg. I had part of a smoothie this morning because I wanted to make sure I got something in my stomach early to get my metabolism going. I didn't like the smoothie very well, but I didn't really think too hard, and I was half asleep. So it kind of tastes like it. So where? I wonder what this looks like by itself. Ooh, totally different color by itself. Yeah, and the other thing is using pencil. If I want it to really look, like shiny, I gotta press hard, which hurts the hand. That's not really comfortable. And that's, time consuming to keep going, to go over it again and again. That's time consuming, but that will help also make it more shiny. But I don't know if that's going to help me get to 31. I think, because I had downloaded some PDFs of mandalas, some of them from the Dover Sampler and some of them from Etsy. I'm thinking particularly of the ones from the Dover Sampler, of looking at those to see. I might do one of those for this, at least one, for this challenge this month. I'd like to actually make my own mandala, like draw my own mandala. But I don't know if I have the presence of mind to do that right now. Not until maybe May or June. I've also been working a little bit on organizing my room. I bought a new stand to put my all-in-one computer on top of, and when I came home from work the other day, my husband had it put together. I was like, oh, but I don't have time to put it where it's going. But that was nice though. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll find time to do that today. I might be able to do that today. problem with doing that because of the state this room is in. It's like if I do that, I'm displacing some things that are where they are right now, and I have to put them in another place, which then makes that other place more problematic and more difficult for me to reach and get to certain things. And then also contributes to me forgetting where certain things are. Yeah, it's that chaotic. So, Lord willing, we're going to fix that by the end of the summer. If, yeah, like I said, Lord willing, that's my plan at least. See, I can't say PL. I can't say that word because of this thing behind my teeth. It'll be awesome if I get them off in April. Oh my gosh. Wonderful. My next teeth cleaning isn't until July. And I've heard of people being like, I feel like I gotta get ready to be traumatized for what my teeth look like without the braces. Because I guess, like, from what I'm hearing, like, underneath is usually like your teeth are yellow because you haven't, you don't have access to brush them. I don't know. I kind of hope that's not the case, but I hope my teeth are special and they just kind of look great. Um, so many things I didn't know about braces until I got them. Why is my phone doing that? Why are you doing that? Was it updating again? It just updated. What the heck? I'm crazy. So what's going on with technology the past couple days? I don't understand. Everything acting so weird. Is there a sunspot or something? I actually started working on a picture in one of my sketchbooks the other day. I'm kind of like just thinking about it. Right now, I'm actually practicing writing a figure to add to it. I can actually show you. Yes. I actually used, what was it? Actually used, um, distressed oxides. I used a little bit of water. And I thought, you know what? The way that came out, it came out like I was painting. I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, that's all it is. I'm not even gonna say anything more about it because I just want to think about it. Um, well, maybe I'll say a little bit more about it. I want to put some figures in here, and where did I practice the figures? Practice the figures in my old sketchbook, which is here. Oh, I have another thought that's been like in my head too that I've been kind of playing with. Okay, these are the figures because I want to put some of these figures in this. This is supposed to be dust, basically. Um, and it's kind of, I guess I'll just say more about it. I was reading I was reading a couple reflections, Lent meditations, and they were both talking about dust. There's like all this talk about dust, and then it made me think of dust, and I thought, oh, how would I draw dust or create dust? And I thought, well, you know what? Let me use the distress oxides. So that's what I did. And then I used some water on my brush. These are like the brushes I use for the. I use them for pan pastels and for the distress oxides. I really like how they work. And I used yes, I brushed it on with the distress oxide, and then I spritzed my brush. Where did my water thing go? I put a label on it and then I lost it. Oh, there it is. This is not lost. I can't see it. Um, Sprayed it with water and my brush with water, and then just kind of swoosh. Oop, top came off. But anyway, so I want to put some of these. I want to put some figures. I don't know where in here, but I want to put some figures, some line figures in there. But I need to be I want to be very precise about what line figures I put there. So I'm practicing line figures, like these things, and then decide when I'm going to add them to it. So I'm just practicing a lot of line figures. I've also been trying to figure out, because, like I said, I don't, I draw people with clothes on. Fashion illustration is like what I know how to do, and that's very limited. But I've been thinking about, because I've had this vision in my head, this image in my head, and so I've been practicing drawing it. I've had this. No, I'm not supposed to talk about it. So I just felt that it's like, nope, I gotta keep that to myself. But anyway, yeah. So I have been sketching, which is kind of unexpected and good. So, and also kind of an interesting thing in that it seems and feels more like how um, I might approach the process of um, planning a painting. So I found that interesting. So, okay. So I'm just following, you know, what the Holy Spirit brings. And that kind of, to me, like I was thinking about, rather than for me to color in a Bible, like I don't really like any of the pages that are in them, in coloring Bibles. I haven't seen one yet that has anything that I really want to color. And so I started thinking about, well, what would you want to see? Or because for me, when I think of the Bible and I think of the message that it's trying to give, and so then I immediately think of, okay, from the message that it's trying to give, how do I translate that to an image? That's how I think of it. And I don't want to see words in there. I don't. Sorry, this is me. I don't want to see words, and I don't want to color words. I just don't. I want to read words. I don't want to color words. So I think where my brain has been going is like, well, if I were going to do anything with coloring and the Bible, I would want to create an image that kind of represents what that verse or whatever from the Bible makes me think or feel. or what I think it represents. And that's a tall order if I'm giving that, do something, create something that looks like that. That's a tall order for me, um, in one way, because I don't, you know, I draw fashion illustration. This is, it's like, tell me to do that, I can do that. I can do that real quick. But to draw anything else, not so much. So, which is the reason why I should sketch every day. Um, I actually, just because it was kind of a part of my Lent meditation, I actually have been sketching inadvertently, like unintended sketching. I think I'm going to use this pencil more. See, this paper really likes these pencils. That's the thing. Really likes these pencils. Okay. And I have to remember, this is the sharpener that goes well with these pencils, because a whole lot of other my sharpeners don't like these pencils because they're angled, and I love pencils that are triangular, or whatever. I love those kind. They feel better to me. But then these in particular don't seem to like, certain sharpeners don't like them. I don't know how much I like this color, but yeah, for some reason I just feel really irked when I see the illustrations in the Bible. It just, I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it, but I'm not gonna. It bothers me. It bothers me, and I'm not gonna press the issue. I'm just gonna, um, you know, do something else. So I did get one book that, like, I don't know. Well, I do know where it is. It's in one of these boxes that I don't remember what the title of it is or anything like that, but it is kind of a Bible coloring book in a way. Um and I do like the illustrations in that. But you know what? I haven't looked at that in a long time. But I like those because they're somebody's um presentation of, like what I was saying, of something, of what a certain verse or whatever in the Bible represents. And it's on good paper, and um, all image, no words. The words are on a separate page, which I think is probably more the kind of, if I think of a coloring Bible, that's more what I would want. Something where it's all image on a separate page from the text and no words in it. That would be the perfect coloring Bible for me. Okay, what's this color now? I guess I'm doing more. I don't know why. Because it's a pencil in my hand, I just keep going. Sun is shining bright. Can I do without this now? Kind of made a difference, but I don't know. Almost seems like too much without me. There we go. I think it's cold today. We had snow, a little bit of snow, like half an inch on the ground when I woke up. And it was super windy. It's been super windy for like 3 days. We had some thunder and lightning the other night. Was it Wednesday night, I think? Dry ground on Thursday in the daytime. That was nice for a change. Some of the snowbanks had melted down so you could see. So that was nice too. And then when I left work, it was snowing. But it was like, I don't know. Well, it was really strange because it was, I don't know, what did it say? Something like it was, the temperature was 33, but the air temperature was 19. I'm like, how does that? Because it was so windy. I'm like, that's crazy. So it was snowing because it was so windy. I need to find that purple pen. Unless I can find another purple that's just as dark. I wonder what this one is. I'm gonna do it just because, yeah, it looks about right. If I could find a mandala big enough, I would do it with all with this. I gotta find one that's big enough. I'm glad that you love it, Taylor. That's wonderful. See, that's like not everything is for everybody, right? So maybe it was for that reason, so you would get it because the Lord knew you would love it. Maybe it was for that. That could have been the reason, you know. It definitely felt like a thing. And I still feel like I have that one for a reason. I just don't know what the reason is yet. I don't know yet. And I guess I don't know. I guess I expected something different. And I my work dealing with words, so I don't know. I have a different relationship to words that like I don't know that I think is a part of why I feel the way I do. And I'm weird. I'm probably, they probably sell a lot of those Bibles, and I'm just like the one that, I'm the weird one. And that's okay. And yeah. And it is a beautiful Bible. Goodness. It's gorgeous. And that plate, I keep going past that plate that has, is it like a hummingbird, I think? That page is so beautiful. But then I look at that and I'm like, well, what do you need me to color in here for? This is pretty. It's like, it's just like, what do you need me to color in here for? I don't know. I think maybe it's also part of it comes down to the reason why I color too. So that might be part of it as well. And I had actually, I just started reading. This is like the Bible that I bought. That I said, okay, this is the one that this is the Bible for the rest of my life. Um, because there was one I had. I had the one that I had from the time I was like 17, Well, that's kind of tore up, and it's small, and I have like a, I don't know. I bought I had a small one that I bought when I was traveling somewhere. I was visiting a friend that I knew from way back, and so I knew we were going to be getting into the words. So like I had one, but I wanted to be able to travel in the airport with it. But this is actually the Bible that I bought. Like I think I got it last year because I said this is the Bible for the rest of my life. And it's weird. I'm like, I got an NIV, but yeah, I did get an NIV. Probably because I do have KGVs around here all over the place. And I have my New American Standard that's like my standby that I can reference. And I have a parallel Bible that's probably about this thick. Maybe a little thicker, a little shorter. That has like 3 or 4 versions on it on each page. So when I want to reference anything in another version, I always get that out. But actually now I just get my phone out. But um, when I have room on my desk, I get that out. So yeah, so this is really like my, this is my, you know, this is my Bible. And I actually just bought um some pens and markers specifically, for the Bible so that I don't, things don't bleed on the page and everything because like I said, this is a Bible for the rest of my life. Um, so, but yeah, so this is mine. It's like not, you know. Anyway, what I really, and I went looking for one too because I'm like, well, what is up with the pictures in the Bible? And I looked for one because one of my favorite, I think my favorite plain language translation is the Message Bible. I really love that translation a lot. And so I was looking to see if they had a coloring Bible, but then they don't have good reviews on it. And it also looks like it's the same thing. It's like words and, I don't know, words and flowers. And it's like, nah, it doesn't really, it's not hitting for me. But I love that translation a lot. A lot. I have a paperback version of that Bible, actually. I just love I love the language in it. It's just regular. Oh, why is everything rolling? Um, and I want them close by me. I don't want them to roll. So, what do I want? I don't know that I want that purple. I want a different purple. I'm gonna use this over that. I don't know that I like this color here, and I don't know if this is gonna go over it. I might not do it. I backed myself into a wall. And I think also because I memorized scripture from, whether just from reading it over and over again or whatever, that to see it in a version that I'm not familiar with, it puts me in a different is, I don't know, it throws me off. And I memorized a lot of things in King James version and um, New American Standard. So sometimes other translations, because they're trying to communicate the message more clearly, it also then throws me off from the connections that I've made in my mind to the way I've read it in the King James or New American Standard. And so it causes a blip in my brain that like I'm like and yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that font is. I don't remember what the font is. I think it might be a little bit smaller than what's in the version of the inspiration Inspire Praise Bible that I got. It's because in the Inspire Praise, I think it's 8 point something, like above 8.5, and I think in that one, the one I just showed, I think it's probably like 7. But I always wind up putting on my glasses anyway to read because that's what I need glasses for, reading. So okay, that's kind of weird looking, but you know what? I wonder if did I see another fine liner that avoided my? I thought I just saw one that didn't get in the jar. I could try using. Oh, let's try this because I just really kind of. I don't know if they'll go over this. Oh yeah, they'll go over. But I definitely want to put that Inspire Bible out somewhere because it is very inviting. It's very beautiful. And the language is, normal. For lack of a better way to say it, is normal so that anybody who perhaps wouldn't pick one up ordinarily would pick that up because they'd be like, what's that? Ooh, this is pretty. What's in here? And they see that pretty picture of that bird. I love that plate, that one page that's in there with the bird on it. I love that picture. And then, because I something else I did, because I had like an account with Christian books distributors, like from like forever, and they I think that might have been where I got that Bible. And actually, I had gotten a journal Bible, an NIV journal Bible, or is it NLT? It might be NLT journal Bible. Um, to see because I'd never heard of a journal Bible before. This was like, I don't know, probably like 10 years ago. And I was able to get one really inexpensive because it was kind of like, like you can get irregular sheets. I think you can still get that now. I don't know. Like the ones that they can't sell it for full price because there's a mistake with it. And the only mistake that was on this one was that the engraving had messed up. And so I was able to get it really inexpensively. And why did I say that? Well, because it's a journal Bible, so it has space on the side to write. Um, and I can't remember why I said that. I don't remember why I said that. I think that's also where I got my, because like I have a Strong's Concordance. I think I got that from there ages ago. That might be where I got my Parallel Bible from too. Oh, I know I was saying it because I was looking for actual coloring books on that site. That's why I said that. Okay, and I'm messing this up. I'm messing this up. I didn't think it would go over so well. But it is. But see, now I need to make them match. Make them match the mess up. They had one that said Fruits of the Spirit. But it was like a kid's book, but it looks cute. But they only let you preview one page, so I was like, maybe I'm feeling like we need more variety in Christian adult coloring books. Like, I don't even know that, yeah, or something. Hmm, I don't know. Just leave it to me to make things difficult. I'm always asking why, what, why, what. No, what. It's kind of interesting to me, though, that now I just thought of this. Now I have three images that I want to make into some kind of artwork that I don't know, I have yet to do. Well, I'm starting one. Well, actually, starting two. I think I did actually start the first one too, and then I had to stop painting. Oh, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. We're really going in on those. We want our little twirlies to be twirlies. Thank you. Wonder how well will this. I can't quite see that. I keep dealing with my eye being really fuzzy. It's so annoying. And I keep messing with the parts I've already done. Oops. Going over the line. Okay, so now these would be so easy to do with this pen. But do I need more pink? Oh. See, whatever I have in my hand, I wind up just using it. I stop asking questions and I just use it. Okay, this is that color that's in the middle. I need to label this. Because, like, this is the top. And that doesn't look anything like the color that's going down here. That's what I don't get. Does not look anything like the color that's going down. I'm gonna find a Sharpie. Oh, you know what? That's what this is. Where is it? Over here, I know. There it is. I hope it writes. put on here that this is burgundy. I don't know if I can see that too well though. Because that's not purple. I don't know. They can always use a piece of paper and put it on there. Tape. Nice piece of tape. Just the tape alone being on there is going to tell me, yeah, something's up with this one. What's up with this one? Nope, that's not going to let me write on it. Okay. Here's a pen. Where did I put them? Shoot. All the pens I have, I can't even find one that will write. Here's the tape. I can't find one that will write. I'll figure it out somehow. For now, we got this. Okay. Because, yeah, that's like, that is not this color. Okay. I might stop working on this one and see if I can find my other mandalas and print them. So I can make a plan for what's next. Because the ones in this book, like most of them are, okay, well that one's not too bad. But some of them are really too intricate. And it's like, oh my god, this will take me forever. But I love the paper in this book. I really do. It's nice paper. Oh, I actually, ooh, I like this one. I don't have that, I actually don't have that book, so no, I won't be doing that. Yeah. I'm trying not to buy any more books. I'm expecting that Kirby book, and that's kind of like, I really want to, I really want to focus on coloring in the books that I have, and I'm trying not to buy any more. Try. So, and then collecting the PDFs from the Dover sampler. I'm saving those to my OneDrive. And I'm really getting a collection of those. Piling up. I still really have to go in and finish the page that me and Ivy Pearl were doing as a color along in the Grains of Gold. My thing is, I feel like I don't have the skill set to finish it the way I'm feeling like it needs to be finished. Like I want to bring out like the alcohol drops, and do something, but I don't know. So I'm kind of like in an impasse where I don't know how to finish it. Basically, is where I'm at, and so I haven't finished it, but it's on my list, my to-do list for coloring. I've been thinking about it a lot, kind of brewing in my head. Like, how do I do that? How do I do that? How would I do that? So, yeah, but I don't have a plan yet in place for like how. I'm gonna look at my files are synced. I don't want that. I just want open folder, coloring, Dover sampler. Okay, that's the one. Dover sampler January. No, no, that's not the one. Yeah, I downloaded a bunch the other day. They had some entangled butterflies. Oh, maybe an entangled would work as a. Why can't I see them? I gotta open it. Why can't I preview it? What do you mean it's not shared? This is my OneDrive. Like, oh brother. Let me do the file association. Maybe that's what I need to do. Properties. Maybe I just need to open one up. Yeah, they had a Bible blessings one for that too. Let me open one of those up. Why did I save all of these as a PDF, I wonder? Probably some technical thing I was going through when trying to open them. What do you mean file can't be supported? Oh, brother. I hate this. Can I associate properties? Can I put in here PDF? That PDF. Then what happens? Let's see if I can open it then. Nope, still doesn't. Because it either is not a supported file or because the file has been damaged. Go to the source application. Then do what? Well, if I can't open it like that, how am I going to open it? Choose an app on your PC. Oh, brother. Why does everything have to be difficult? Choose an app on your PC. Where's the picture thing? Picture viewer. Picture viewer? Oh, I don't know. Don't tell me you're not going to let me open the file I saved. I have viewers. Leave me alone, bot. Or whatever the heck you are. Don't get me in a mood. I'm not in the mood. Let's see. This PC. What are you doing? Where do you get this? It's like something's always changing on here, and it drives me nuts. Oh, I don't want that. Leave me alone. Oh, that's why it did that. Hello. Okay. Um, and I thought this was going to be easy. I thought I saved it under the right thing the first time, and I guess it didn't. And that's too bad because I'm not going to be able to re-download them because I actually deleted the emails after I did my downloads of these old ones. Paint, file, open. That's really weird because if I save it as oh, I know what I could do. But let's see if this works. How about all files? I should have just. Now the serene scenes in the Bible blessing is working because I saved them as I don't know what. Tangled Butterflies is the one I really want. So it's downloading item. What? I'm not trying to download it. I'm just trying to open it. Okay, now I have it in. So am I going to have to save them all to paint? That's going to take forever, though. File, save as. Lord have mercy. This only lets me save it as bitmap. So I have to change the file associations on everything. I wish I could just show the picture um, on here, but I don't have the OBS thing set up. Okay, so that's going to be a whole nother project then, changing the file associations for all of these. Oh, brother. They had some nice ones in there too. Wow. Okay, so let's go back because I have more in coloring. Where are they? Oh. Okay, that's going to be like a whole nother thing. I think I actually have them in Dropbox, not in OneDrive. So, hmm. Do I have Dropbox? Yeah, I don't have Dropbox downloaded on here because I'm trying to keep the number of apps to a minimum on here so it doesn't crash on me. So I'll have to do that later. So I'll probably try and find them. Come on again next time, then I'll show them. Oh, they had there was one of the samplers, the Dover samplers had like mandala meditation or something like that, and so I want to look in there and see if the print those pages and maybe do one of those for this month. So for the challenge this month. Okay, so it's been an hour, almost 2 hours. Wow, I need to get up and I need to go do some things and eat and so on. So I might be back today, possibly. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Sorry for my ramblings and my weirdness. Well, I don't mean to offend. I'm just like, I am who I am. Have mercy and grace. I'll have the same for you. Take care, everybody. Thanks for stopping in. Nice chatting with you, Taylor. And let me see. Oh, I just want to see more of your chat. And it's not letting me see it. What the heck? I got to go in here. I'm going to scroll back. I think I saw everything you said. I hope I did. I hope I did. Um, and I'm going backwards. That's the weird thing with this chat. You think you're going forwards and you're going backwards. Okay, I got everything. Okay,